I'm so excited because, yeah, I did that video earlier because we have our famous 3-in-1 tee back. Now, kind of important to note, we do this every single season, and this is the only apparel today special of the entire year. Why do I lead with that? Because if you want to give 2 people a great Christmas gift, you got to buy it today before they're sold out. Or if you want to get these early on, it is our best value. And as I mentioned, only apparel today is special for the whole year. It'll be different stuff, but not this, and not another tee. So here we go. What are you getting? It's called our 3-in-1. So you're going to get our short sleeve shirt, which is newly designed for this season. And what we've always done every year prior to this is we do the whole season schedule on the back. Well, because as we all know, it's been a crazy lead up to the new season, what we're doing is doing a commemorative tee on the back that says a season to remember. So every single team you see, and I have all 32 teams that are out there, remember that's now what's on the back. And I think for me, after doing this for so many years and loving these tees, this is never a more significant collectible that we've ever created, because who in the world will ever forget how crazy it is going into this new season? The second tee you get is our beautiful long sleeve tee. So you get 1, 2 tees, you can wear them separately, but what's really cool is you actually can wear them together, and the design's designed to be worn together. So there it is. They put the logo low enough on the arm so that you can see it. Now, a couple more things to go through, and I'll get through all the teams too, is we have bigger sizing than ever before. We actually start, and we're gonna begin, and these are all men's sizes. So we start basically with your small, and tonight we're going up through 5X, because you guys asked for it. So again, we're doing that this year. I'm very psyched about that. Beyond all of that, here's something that's really cool for the rest of the weekend. We have 5 flex pays on everything, not just football, but everything here and online. So take advantage of it, because we've never had a football fan shop where everything has 5 flex. It's huge. So let me start, I'll show you these 2, and then we're gonna get one of my favorite players of all times, Carl Banks, joining me. I just wanted to show you the next 3 because I think these are so highly collectible because it's a first. So if you're a Tom Brady fan, maybe not even just a New England fan, we know he's gone to the Bucs, you definitely wanna get his first season along with Gronk as a Buccaneer. I think that's a great collectible. The second one is this one. Hello, Raider Nation. You know they have now moved to Las Vegas, okay? They got that brand new gorgeous stadium. Guys, if you're a Raiders fan, or you're becoming a new Raiders fan because you love Las Vegas, you live near Nevada, whatever it might be, you wanna get the Raiders, because this is gonna be one and done. And everybody knows it's always smart to get the first of anything when it comes to great collectibles. So Raider Nation, shout it proud, we've got your brand new Las Vegas version. Okay, the third one's gonna be, of course, Washington, because they've now changed their name, and this is only a temporary change. So I think what's gonna be really, really interesting about this one is this is truly one and done. Obviously the Raiders, Las Vegas, gonna be probably for years, but this logo you're seeing right now, this name change, will probably not even get to next season. This will probably be a one and done when they finally come out with their official new logo and their new name. So if you want one of the coolest collectibles ever, it's gotta be Washington, I think. So those 3 kind of were my highlights. All right. We're gonna keep going through the rest of the teams because I got them all. And we're gonna jump on the phones and we're gonna check out and chat with one of my favorite guys in the whole wide world. Super Bowl champ, Giants great. Carl Banks joins me again to start the season, and he's the president of G3, and this is the first time they've ever produced our 3-in-1 tees. So Carl, hi buddy, you know I love you and I miss you.
I miss you too, and in the tradition of me hosting beside you, I have to give you a big hug.
Big hug, big hug. I just remember how awesome your hugs are. So maybe next season we'll be able to be together again. But Carl, my gosh, you know, as you're so involved in the football community, what a crazy moment to get to tonight, right?
It has been. I mean, when we started this process with our buyers at HSN, we didn't know that the season or the pandemic was going to hit, and a month later, we're still trying to decide, do we do this, do we not? We had all these great plans, and we're just so grateful that football is here and that we can give sports fans something to root for. It's a new normal for now, so we're going to make the most of it and just give fans something to root for.
Oh yeah, I love it too, and you're right. Give us something to root for. I know everybody's so excited in anticipation. And Carl, I have to tell you, I was so very excited that you guys produced these tees this year. Because when you get involved in anything, and I've been blessed to work with you for so many years now, you're only gonna give us the very best, and I think the quality of these tees are the finest we've ever done of all the 2 and 3-in-1 tees that we've offered.
Well, one of the things we wanted to do for you customers out there is to make sure you have something that is, you mentioned one and done, but you didn't mean it in the sense that you can wear it one season and be done with it, or wear it once and wash it and you're done with it. We wanted to apply the same standard that G3 Sports by Carl Banks applies to every single garment that we have. So we have top quality cotton in our t-shirts. And the beautiful thing about it, Suzanne, is that these only wear better when you wash them. Yep. Great screen prints, high quality, high density inks. We use everything that we do for all of our other items in this. It may be a today's special, but the operative word is special, because when you get this home, you're gonna feel the quality of it, and you're gonna know that you have a beautiful t-shirt, a 3-in-1. And again, I talk so much about the house divided, right? Mm-hmm. If you care, you can share with this 3-in-1, because each t-shirt has its own special qualities. You can wear it layered, or you can share it if you're in a house with more than one person. And ladies, you know, your husband doesn't have to get this, or your significant other doesn't have to get this. He can get his own, or you can share it with him.
Right. I love it. And again, guys, we go small through 5X. This is your chance to get it. It's the only Apparel Today's special of the whole year. Now, Carl's done a bang-up job. We actually have a women's dress coming up I'm so pumped about. We also have a zip-up hoodie that he's done. We've got a great lineup tonight, but this is always the perfect time to grab your Today's special, because at midnight, East Coast time, I always say, hey, I've got every team and we have every size. And Carl, you and I have done this long enough. We know what happens. We jump into a couple of minutes into the show and we will start to lose some of the sizes in some of the teams, and it happens quite quickly. In fact, let me give you an update already. If you are a Raiders fan, okay, new Las Vegas Raiders, right, which is really crazy, you want to get that tonight before you go to bed. That is the #1 best-selling T2-pack that we're offering, okay? Now, I want to show you, and if you want the 5X, is that across all teams or just the... If you want the Raiders 5X, you have to order it this hour. Honestly, I would never wait, because the problem is you wait, you check back with us after the day's over, you know, whatever, you're working tomorrow, and then you're like, oh man, I missed my team or I missed the size I really wanted. The other thing to note is 5Flex. Check this out. You can get this 2-pack of premium quality tees for $7.65. How does that work? Use a major credit card or PayPal. You're gonna spread your payments out over 5 months, but you get it right away. You're gonna be wearing it loud and proud right off the bat. So take advantage of it, because we have never landed this show with 5Flex all day long. It's just never ever happened. So take advantage of that as well, because you're not spending less than $8 to get these home. Also, I love the shipping, only $3.50. That's amazing for 2 brilliant tees. By the way, Carl, too, I just want to share with everybody, if you guys were just to buy the t-shirt by itself, you would spend approximately $29. The long sleeve tee, guys, you know how expensive these really good quality long sleeve tees are? That's almost $40 by itself. So this is a huge value. It's like less than long sleeve, and by the way, we throw in the short sleeve. Yeah, let's show that, guys, if we can. There it is. So $22 on the tee, and we're almost $40 on the long sleeve. Carl, I know we've got more to get into, but how many have we sold already, if you will? Okay, guys, already 2,000 have been ordered in just this first couple of minutes. I know you have a lot to get into, Carl, but what is some of the feedback you're getting going into this new season? All the changes, the protocols, kind of give us some inside scoop on that, if you will.
Well, I tell you, I spend a lot of time with the Giants and I'm on their broadcast team.
Yeah.
And it has been like I said, it's a new normal because we do not have the access to the players like we used to be able to interview them during training camp because they are in a simulated bubble. And when I say simulated bubble, it is you cannot access them. Their testing protocols are way beyond what the medical community are asking for. And the beautiful part about it is all of these football players know that there is a personal responsibility to make sure that the season goes on without a hitch. So they're going to be socially responsible when camp breaks. They know there are certain things they can no longer do because here's the thing, Suzanne, if any of those players test positive for COVID, they have to sit out 15 days. And that means they're going to miss a game or two.
Right.
So they all want to be available to their teams. And so they're trying to do this as responsible as possible. There have been some roster additions, meaning that the practice squad can carry extra players, which in the unfortunate case, if someone does test positive, they can bring players up that are already veteran players.
Oh, wow, no kidding. And so again, so topsy-turvy. Hey, can I show something on this one, Carl? I love it too. I love that you did the longitudinal, like, directions to the stadium or the team. I think that's so clever.
Well, we did that because once we knew that the schedules could change, we thought it would be really cool because fans may not, we know that fans will not be in stadiums for the early part of the season. Right. So it's kind of a cool trivia thing that if you put the coordinates in your map application on your phone, it'll bring you right to the stadium.
That's so cool. I just thought that was such a great touch. And I also love this, a season to remember, because truly, Carl, this will be a season that no one will ever forget.
You know, and the thing about that, Suzanne, is my designer, Eunice O, she came into my office and she was really bummed out that she couldn't put the schedule on the back like HSN customers are so accustomed to. Right. And she says, you know what? This is unlike any other season. This will be a season to remember. Can I put season to remember underneath? And I said, that is perfect because it commemorates a new time in sports or in our society. And this is a year to remember if you think about it.
Oh gosh, yeah. And one that never, ever, ever will be forgotten. I mean, it just really is that significant, that different and that unusual. And I still think, you know, Carl, when you think about a crazy season, just all the things that could happen, should happen, would happen, it's going to be a roller coaster, I think, for the entire season this year. But honestly, I'm so proud of the players, the owners, the teams, everybody coming together and actually having the season. I mean, I'm sure there were points where everybody was like, oh, there's no way this is gonna happen. And guys, tonight, this is your time to celebrate it. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on, but I love football. I love sports because we can all get together and just celebrate the fun, celebrate our teams, have a great time, and take advantage of what we're doing here at HSN with Carl tonight. These are exclusive, guys. You will never find them in your local, little Jiffy Mart. You'll never find them in any store that's out there. You can only get them here at HSN. And I will tell you, of many years of doing these by far to me are going to be the most collectible tees we've ever done. Also remember, if you're thinking, I know it's a little early to think Christmas gift giving, but once these are sold out, we will not do these at all for the rest of the season. So while we'll still certainly have lots of great NFL goodies for you on hsn.com, this will be the only time we're doing an Apparel Today special, and you're getting our best value on tees for the entire 2021 season right here. Everybody gets a short sleeve. Everybody gets a long sleeve. They can be worn separately, and they're designed to be layered together so you can see the logo on the arm. It's brilliant. The quality is unsurpassed. First time ever, 5 flex pays on all of our NFL stuff today. So it's a really fun day. And do it early. Think about those Christmas gifts. Knock it off your list for sure, because we will not offer these again before the holidays. This is literally it. What else, Carl, would you like to share with us that you love most about this tee set?
Well, the beautiful part about it, Suzanne, is that you can't go to a pro shop because stadiums aren't open. And if you did go to a pro shop, you're going to probably pay 2 times as much. But what I love so much about the tees is that you get a full front screen print, and then on the back of it, you get another full screen print. So on the front, you get the team name, helmet, and then on the back, you get the team logo, you get the 2020 season, and then a season to remember. So we do commemorate it, but we wanted to give great value to you at home to know that this is something that you will have and you can keep and you can cherish it as a special piece in a special season. Yeah. And the wonderful thing about it, again, I'll say, is the quality. When you talk about a 3-in-1 or 2-in-1 tee, you think, it could be a throwaway. This is not a throwaway. You're going to have this for a while because the quality is this. If you've purchased any of the G3 Sports product, you know the quality and the care that we put into everything. We use high density inks on everything. We put all the attention to detail necessary, meaning that logo that's coming down your sleeve on the long sleeve t-shirt, we made sure that it measured perfectly so that the sleeve didn't cut off part of the logo. So you can see right here that this logo is legible and you can see it and it doesn't obstruct from the t-shirt.
I love that. Yeah, you guys made it perfectly low. And again, this is the kind of quality, you guys, that you do spend $40 on a great long sleeve tee. You know that if you've ever gone to a stadium shop. You know they can be very expensive to get NFL gear. No one has this value except us. And so I'm always thrilled when I get to launch our season. All right, I'm gonna go through, hey, by the way, Raiders fans. And Carl, I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit here. So, you know, if you're a Raiders fan, it is now the time tonight to make sure to get it, especially if you need that 5X. I also think the Washington fans, if you're a Washington fan, this is a big deal because this is only a temporary logo. And so for me, Carl, there's a couple of these, especially the Raiders in Las Vegas for their first season, and Washington with this logo being very temporary. I mean, this is not their permanent new logo. How do you feel about that in terms of collectability of those two teams specifically?
Well, one of the things I always get on my social media feeds are people that collect and they're looking for unique pieces. This Washington piece will be a collector's item overnight because, again, it's kind of a bridge. And it was kind of like when the Cleveland Browns changed and went to Baltimore and Cleveland didn't have a team. So everyone held on to their old Cleveland Browns stuff. And when the new team came, the new Cleveland Browns as we know them today, it was a whole new logo interpretation. So this is perfect for that fan who wants to have a keepsake that said, I got the one when the name wasn't changed to the permanent name. So it's kind of a bridge, but that will be a collector's item. Yeah, you're right. And I'm talking 24 hours from now, this is the collectible. I mean, it truly is. And even if you're just a football fan, this is, I'm telling you, if you're just like a casual fan, grab this because you can imagine, and I've never said this about tees, but because this circumstance is so darn unique and this is only a temporary logo, you know, next season they'll have their permanent logo. We'll never make this one again. This is a cool thing, guys. It really is across the board in all of our products. Go ahead, Carl. The thing about that, Suzanne, is that logo, the NFL wants to limit how many garments are in the marketplace with that logo because they know it's going to change. That makes it even more special. We submitted, our design department submitted multiple garments to the NFL for approval, and they stopped it because it says, we don't want too many more of these out there because it's temporary. So that makes it even much more collectible because they're not approving this logo to go on a mass market level. They want it to be specialized because it's limited and it's a limited time only. Okay, Carl, that's crazy. Now that's some good inside scoop right there for sure. And I also think too with the new Las Vegas team, you know, that to me is a really big deal when you can get that very first one. I think that's so important when it comes to having really special items, especially like fun tees that you're wearing. No, absolutely. The Las Vegas Raiders. Now, the one thing I know about Raiders fans, they do collect Raiders merchandise. And so they've moved from Oakland to LA back to Oakland, back to LA, and in between. And every time their fans want the next iteration of where that team's going to be. Now, this Las Vegas is going to be their permanent home, but it's the inaugural tee now. You get the inaugural tee by having it first here.
Right, and here's another thing I think it's interesting because we all know there's so many Tom Brady and Gronk fans, and so the fact that he's moved to Tampa, people are gonna watch the Tampa games just because they're Tom Brady fans and they're fanatic about him. So I think for those of you who wanna get the inaugural season of Tom Brady here in the Buccaneers world, I think this is a great tee to have too. Again, you know, this is something that, what I love about this, Carl, is Carl makes these to last for years and years. You know, you're gonna be wearing these season after season, and everyone, when they see it, especially when it says 2020, a year to remember, everyone's gonna talk about it. They'll say, oh my gosh, 10 years from now, how crazy was that new NFL season going into the 2021? You know, it's one of those things that, you know, certainly you could have had a t-shirt you bought 10 years ago from us, and it's a great tee, but this is the one that for literally decades, people will still be commenting on, like, oh, where did you get that tee? That's so cool, I can't believe you got it. And that's 5, 10 years from now, they're commenting on how great these tees are and how very unique this is. Once again, I gotta remind you, at this point, let's do some updates real quick if we can, Jared. Number one, Raiders fans, you're in. You are shopping for your Raiders gear, so I love that. So go for it and go for it early. Also, we have sold at this point, we're heading very quickly to already over 4,000 sold. We're at 3,500. That does not count those of you who are on hsn.com. It doesn't count those of you who are talking to somebody on the phone to get some help. Grab your 2-pack tonight. It is the only apparel item as a today's special we will do for the entire rest of the year. Are you really serious, Jared? Okay, here we go. So Tom Brady fans, Buccaneer fans, let me grab this one more time because Carl, guess what? I'm down to, you're absolutely sure, 350. Okay, guys, I have 350 2-packs left in the Buccaneers for the rest of the entire day. This might not even be available next hour. Guys, you know everybody who's a new Bucs fan because of Tom Brady, they're like, whoa. So I'm not kidding you guys. 5X is gonna sell out here in just about 1 minute, and then I'm gonna have small through 4X still left, but those could be gone before we get through with tonight's show. And again, that'll start happening very, very quickly. Hey, you know, Carl, I wanna ask you a couple more questions too. There's been so many quarterback changes, pretty dramatic ones. And just today, they announced Cam Newton was actually going to start for the Patriots. So what do you think about all this switching around of the quarterbacks, which always happens, but that's a pretty big deal with Brady leaving and Cam now being named the starting quarterback.
Well, yeah, you know, you talk about free agency, and you normally think of players that are non-quarterbacks because quarterbacks are literally your franchise players, and you see these level of quarterbacks changing teams, it tells you that that team is intent on winning now. And so I think that's such a positive move, and it's great for the fans in those local markets because you replace Tom Brady with a winner in Cam Newton, and then you get Tom Brady to Tampa. So both teams have something to be excited about.
Right, right? I just think it's so much fun, as it always is for every season. You know, Carl, I have to ask you right off the bat, you have to give me, because I do this to everyone, your Super Bowl pick already. What are you thinking?
Jeez. You know, it's going to be a hard one. Obviously, you love what you see from Kansas City, the defending champion, but also San Francisco 49ers. Watch out for the Baltimore Ravens. Those are two teams that are going to be really good. And then the class of the NFC East, always your Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to be competitive. I mean, they won with a mash unit last year, and they got into the playoffs.
Right. Yeah, well, and God bless you, Carl, for saying that. So how do you think your Giants are going to do this season?
Well, we have our fingers crossed that they're going to be a much improved team. Obviously, they picked high in the draft because they weren't very good. So there's work to do. They got some good players, and we got our fingers crossed that it'll be a much improved season.
Yes, I'm sure. And you know what? I just think with everything that's gone on and everything that's happening, it's one of those seasons that I think are more highly anticipated than ever before, simply because for the first time in how many years did we even think there might not be a season? So that, to me, is such an incredible story about what's happening right now.
It really is, Suzanne, because we know when there's a work stoppage, it's kind of predictable if it's a strike, but you know that it'll eventually get settled because it's in everyone's best interest.
Right.
But this is one where we just did, it was beyond our control. It was beyond everyone's control. So, you know, I tip my hat to the owners and the players of the NFL in doing everything they could to create a safe space for players to play,
right.
and even a safe space for fans. Not allowing fans in stadiums is responsible right now because
right.
we do not have control of a pandemic, but we wanted to be able to put a product out there.
Right. Oh, you're 100% right on that too. And again, I think what's going to happen is I find that with no fans in the stadium, and even if they do allow them in a couple games in, they're going to be a limited amount. How much, as a former player, do you think that's going to affect the excitement of the game? I just read today, I know they're going to be piping in sound like they do for the Major League Baseball, but how do you think that's going to, like, is that going to affect the players not having the screaming, crazy fans in the stands?
Well, there are only a few places that the crowd noise really impacts the opponent, and that's Kansas City, Philadelphia, New Orleans, where the crowd noise is just nonstop. But for the most part, the players really don't feed off the energy unless they really got it going on. But it's up to the players anyway to create the momentum for themselves, and the fans just buy into it. So
right.
It's going to be a little weird having empty stadiums
right.
for the players, but it's football at the end of the day.
That's
so they'll
true.
go out and they'll play. They got to play the guys in front of them.
Right. And I also think probably they can focus better. I'll be really honest with you because they're not distracted by anything. In fact, I just read too that unfortunately the cheerleaders and the mascots aren't going to be on the field either. So, you know, it is going to be just kind of the players, you know, a couple trainers, a couple coaches, and they're just having at it. So it's, again, I think it's such a fascinating thing for all of us to watch, see how the teams are influenced by that. And also, you know, to your point, Carl, I know they're limiting all the sideline reporters, so it's going to be interesting just to even watch the coverage of the NFL games because they're a bit more limited than they used to be, as you were talking about doing your radio coverage.
Yeah, the beauty is the camera magic for those at home watching on TV. They can frame anything that they want so that you can see it. But, you know, in terms of interaction with players from the sideline reporters, that's going to be interesting. How they talk to coaches at halftime, that's going to be interesting because right now, during training camp, the reporters have to Zoom their interviews with the players and coaches right now. It's all virtual.
Oh, interesting. That's wild, right?
Suzanne, can I just, because I know the ladies out there want to know how this T-shirt will fit on them. If they're buying for their significant other, they're looking at you saying, Suzanne, that looks great on you. Can you talk a little bit about the fit as it relates to unisex?
Yes, absolutely. I'll be glad to. Okay, guys, so we have small through 5X. So, Carl, again, thank you this season going into those larger sizes because for years we were asked for that, and Carl's definitely responded. I wear medium here at HSN. I'm wearing medium in this shirt. Now, this is guys sizing. So remember, it's going to be looser fitting. I like it. We're showing it tied up if you want to tie it up, but I am wearing the medium, and I find it to be my perfect size in this. If you're, I mean, seriously, just go for your normal size and you'll be fine. Just women, remember, this is cut and designed for a man. So many of you might have to go down a size if you think, but again, I'm perfectly comfortable. I like mine being looser. I don't want a really tight tee, especially when you layer them. And what's really fun, you know what, Carl, we should talk about is, you know how we women, we love our leggings and our jeggings and all that. And boy, I love your long sleeve tee when I wear it back to my leggings, especially on a football day.
Well, it's great because, again, you've got the sleeves, but you got enough length at the bottom here to where you can comfortably feel great just wearing leggings with the T-shirt.
Right. Oh, it totally can. Yeah. And again, we go up to 5X. And so we've only started doing that last season. So Carl, thank you again for doing that. And please remember, this is the first time that G3 has done our 2-in-1 tees. And if you ever, or 3-in-1, if you ever have had anything from Carl, he only does the very best. He always wants you to be happier when you open the box than you are when you're ordering it. And I guarantee you the quality of these are exceptional this season. Like, you're going to love them for years to come. So Carl, I know you're not going very far because I'm keeping them with me all night long. Yay, because we have so many cool things coming up. But you guys, I'm gonna slide this away so you can see what is coming up. Again, in all 32 teams, we've got a brand new throw. We've never done anything like this. It's so cool how they created this. It's got this really unique kind of graffiti slash design. And then you have this big hit in the middle, a big hit down below, and this is in our lighter weight micro Rochelle. What's nice about this is it's a huge, look how, it's a giant throw, like it's really big, and yet it folds up nicely. It's great for cuddling, it's great for picnics. I would start ordering this early because, like our tees, the throws really do sell out very quickly. And we've got all 32 teams. Even though I only have 10 teams on the set, you can go on hsn.com and you will see your team there, and we'll start putting that information up. Also, okay, I'm so pumped about this, guys. Here it is. Guess what? We got a neck gaiter, a neck buff. This is the first time we've ever offered this, and it's so darn comfortable. Obviously, you can wear it up if you want to. It keeps your neck warm. We have it brand new tonight. Please look at the flex pay right there. It's $3 to get this home. I would buy one of these for everybody on my Christmas gift list as a stocking stuffer. How awesome is this? And they're comfortable, guys. Oh, they feel so good on. So if you want to get the brand new face scarf, grab this tonight too, because I do not believe this is going to last all day, because we've never offered this before. Timing couldn't be more perfect, right? So grab this before they're gone. They will be coming up later on next hour. Now, imagine if you would like to get our today's special for free. How does that happen? Apply for our HSN card. If you apply for it today, we're going to give you $40 towards the item that you purchased with. So whatever you, well, let me try that again. Whatever you buy first with your HSN card, once you get the card, we're gonna give you 40 bucks, which means that today's special is absolutely free. So it's the perfect day to apply for the card, right? Take advantage of it. Yesterday it was like 10 bucks. Today it's 40 and 5 flex. More football coming up.
Food has always been my passion, but the truth is, even in the world's best kitchens, the tools can really make or break a chef. That's why I've developed this incredible, innovative line for HSN. It makes the prep easy, and it also makes the cooking a whole lot of fun. From my kitchens to your tables. Let's turn the everyday into gourmet.
It's our Labor Day weekend sale. Don't miss exclusive weekend-only deals and new products from the brands you love. Big names, big deals, big premieres. Now through Monday on HSN.
Whether you're cleaning up or just trying to get organized, you've got everything you need to welcome fall into your home. Join me today at 8 a.m. for your go-to fall guy.
Okay, guys, so I love it because on my Facebook page, if you go to Suzanne Runyon on HSN, I have a lot of you who are big football fans, and I say, hey, give me your shout outs. So if you want to go to my page, you'll see I ask for your shout outs. So shout out to your favorite team, say hi to Carl, give me a hard time about my Eagles, whatever you want to do. Lori says, yippee. Brittany says, go Hawks. Renee says, fly Eagles fly. Andre says, oh, Suzanne, you're beautiful. Thanks, Andre. Jonathan says, ready for football. And one of my favorite all-time fans who watches every year, and I love it because he shops and he has a blast, is Keith, my buddy Keith. Now, he's a huge Ravens fan. So Keith, hi to you, buddy. It's so good to hear from you again this season. Kathy says she's ready for some live games. Keith said my Super Bowl pick, of course, is the Ravens versus the Eagles. Colleen, she's an Eagles fan. Let's see. Alan says, love the football fan shop, especially when you host it. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. So if you go to my Facebook page, you can do a shout out, and I will try to read your shout out on the air as best as I can. All right, we got more to do because Carl Banks from G3, he's president of G3. Of course, he is a Giants great, Super Bowl champion. He has designed with his team all these incredible pieces. Carl, you have been a busy man.
We have been, but we want the customer to feel special. We can't rest on our laurels. We want to make sure we always exceed expectations. So yeah, busy is what we do. Busy is what we're about when it comes to HSN customer.
All right, so Carl, we're gonna jump into this next one. I thought the timing on this was so perfect, Carl, because this is an awesome, awesome weight. It is, listen to this, the NFL men's reversible hooded jacket. This is brand new, it's our smart deal. Now here's the scoop. This is where I would use my HSN card if you're new to it, or for sure use 5 flex pays, because this is a dynamite, great jacket. So Carl, I'm gonna start on the Cardinals. Let's go through the jacket and then I'll show all the teams in a minute, okay?
Sure.
You wanna start in the front?
So you look at, yeah, the front, you've got, let's look at, start from top to bottom. You've got the hero stripes on the shoulders. Then you've got a full Cardinals word mark, but you see with the zipper, the one thing that we love to do is that when you zip that coat up, there's not a split in the lettering. So we have what we call kissing welts. We have the welts so that when we split the eye there, it comes back together when you zip it back up.
Yep.
Then underneath that, you've got the team logo. So you've got the team name, team logo there. Then on the right sleeve, you've got the team helmet. So you've got 3 hits there, actually 4 when you look at the hero stripes, right?
Yep.
It's a hoodie, it's reversible. The fabric on the outside that you're showing now is a nylon. Now look at the big hit on the back. Now I have, you have small hands, I have huge hands, and if you get the camera on me, you can see just how, and I have big hands, and you can see my hand doesn't cover that entire logo. So that is loud and that is proud.
Yep. And now I'm gonna unzip it so we can see the opposite side, okay? Now this is beautiful. Even as hardware is so smart, guys, this literally rolls over the top. So when you're gonna reverse it, now watch this part, okay? So Carl, explain what we're seeing here and the use of the fabric on the reverse.
Yeah, so Suzanne, there's a method to the madness. Now we could have made this jacket the same fabric on both sides, but what we did is we took weather into account. So when you wear that jacket on the first side that you showed, the nylon side, it gives you some protection from inclement weather. So that nylon is coated, so it repels water. It's not resistant, but it repels water. But because the inside of that jacket that you're showing now is a fleece, it serves as a liner to keep you warm. So that fleece on the inside keeps your body warm when you're wearing it on the outside, the nylon on the outside, repelling the weather. But when you reverse it to this side, you can see we did hero striping down the sleeve.
Yeah, that's
right.
great.
It's a different stripe. So it's 2 totally different jackets when you reverse it. And then you see the big logo there. Again, that bigger logo and then the name underneath. Now on the front side of the jacket or the opposite side of the jacket, you have the logo, the name, and then the logo. But on that, you see, and then you got a left hit on the chest there too. Yeah. So it is 2 totally different jackets. You can wear that jacket, reverse it, and someone will say, wow, you got 2 different jackets on.
Isn't that great, you guys? And again, I knew this was gonna be really popular. Let me give you the sizes, and this is in men's sizing. So we're doing, in this case, small through double extra large. There you're seeing, what do you got, the Broncos on too, and we've got the Seahawks that you're gonna see as well. Totally reversible too. You know what, quite frankly, how much do you spend for one really great looking NFL jacket? Well, you gotta think about this, because you really are getting 2 complete jackets in one. And Carl, you know what I like? For me, this is such a great fall jacket when you're going out, when it's kind of getting crisper. But even as it gets colder, all you do is start layering underneath it. It's amazing you could do both these jackets and it's not super bulky.
Well, it's lightweight, but the thing about it is the fleece liner on the inside or the fleece inside of the jacket serves as a liner as well because it'll keep you warm. And you know, I missed one detail on that. If we can see the models again, look at the sleeves on both jackets, the cuff, right? On the nylon side, on our female model, it has piping on the sleeve. Now, when you reverse the jacket and we look at our male model, you can see a solid cuff. So we really, I mean, that is not an easy situation because normally our factories will only want to do a cuff one way, inside and out, but we made sure that they were distinctly different on one side of the jacket than the other.
That's brilliant. I mean, look at that. That's the kind of detail you expect when you own a Jeep. There's the inside, there's the outside. Totally different experience when you turn it inside out. I'm gonna get through all the teams too. Of course, there's your Lions. Here's gonna be your Packers right there. Look at that back logo. Guys, this is again one of those great collectibles. And I love you all, but I know what you do. If you're brand new, you're like, well, I'm sure they're gonna have it at my local store. I'm just gonna run out and buy this. Carl makes all of these exclusively for us and you here at HSN. You cannot find these anywhere else. So I just want you to know that because I think it's important because this is a phenomenal great jacket. The other thing that I love tonight is, guys, we've got 5 flex pays. You can get this jacket home for under $20. You pay it off in 5 months and you're literally wearing it for years to come. Hey, Carl, let's talk about easy care on this. What's your suggestion for taking care of it?
It's pretty easy. You can put that in the washer and wash it on a gentle cycle and it'll be fine.
Good. Oh, great. So easy care, no fuss as all. You saw the Seahawks. I'm sorry, guys, I did not get to the other teams, but we do have all 32 teams. There's your Buccaneers. You know what I should just grab real quick, guys? I'm going to walk over there just really quickly. Let me just show you the two new ones. Here is your Raiders. So there's your Raider jacket. Okay, just wanted to point that one out. And then do we have, where's my Washington? La, 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 la. I can't find Washington. Where did you hide? That's the Chiefs. All right. Okay, well, I'll find it later. Oh, we didn't, we weren't able to do, oh, well, there you guys. Remember when Carl said the NFL was limiting how many things were being produced in the temporary Washington logo? We don't even have it in this jacket. You can only get it right now in our Today Special 2-pack. All right, Carl, I'm gonna say goodbye for a moment, but I know you're hanging out some more with us, right?
I am.
Okay, so you get a little break and I'll be back with you in a minute, okay?
All righty.
Hey guys, let me give you a reminder of our Today's Special. Wow, okay, here's the scoop. We have sold almost 6,000 in just this very first airing. Almost 6,000, wow guys. Why? Because it's our incredible 3-in-1 combo tee. Everybody gets a short sleeve, everybody gets a long sleeve, and then on top of that, you are going to get to be able to wear them together. So it's exactly how I have mine on. I have the short sleeve on, the long sleeve underneath it, and they're designed to be able to wear in unison. Now, again, Jared, let's do some real good updates, okay, buddy? I know Tampa's almost gone. I have less than 300 sets left in Tampa, so that's really limited. In the Raiders, I know the Raiders 5X is starting to get super limited. It's almost gone. We're starting to lose some of those Las Vegas Raiders shirts now. So this is our one and only Apparel Today special of the entire year. We will not even do another apparel item. We'll have a couple more Today's Specials, but this is it. So if you want yours, I always suggest getting it tonight because you know what? As the day goes on, we really quickly will start to lose teams and definitely lose some sizes. So I always love midnight when I get to launch these things because I can guarantee right now, I got everything, all right? We're gonna keep moving on because now we're gonna do some girls items. So ladies, we never forget you. And it's funny because I've been doing this for so many years. I remember back in the day, all we had was totally men's apparel. And you know, it was great, it was fine, we all loved it. And then finally, you know, everybody realized, oh my gosh, there's like a gazillion women football fans, so why aren't we making clothing for them? And they listened to everybody. And again, we have 2. Look how cute this is. Oh my gosh, this is a Saturday tee for sure. This is called our Prodigy short sleeve sweater, and it's brand new tonight, $32.99. First time ever we are seeing it, and 5 flex pays of $6.60. We have small through 4X. This is loose fitting, guys. So again, sometimes when you think NFL clothing in the past, it's been very tight, very small. This is done in HSN sizing, and so it is loose fitting for all of us. Now I'm very excited because Tara's gonna be joining me. I haven't seen her for a full almost year, and she is the senior cheerleading manager for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it is so good to see you, my love. How are you?
Hey girl, hey, this is wild. I can't believe we're doing it this way. I'm so excited to be here. Hey HSN family, happy football season.
Well, I'm so glad you're back. And unfortunately, though, the cheerleaders are not going to be on the field, but I would be assuming they're still busy, right? They're still doing things, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Our game day experience, I can only speak to here in Tampa, but our game day experience is going to be authentic to our stadium. So we're still going to have the experience that we would have if we had fans in the stands, because hopefully, fingers crossed, week 4, 5, 6, 7 plus, we'll have fans there.
Yeah, fans there, and you guys will be there, and every mascots will be there. It'll be a good thing. All right, so Tara,
Absolutely.
Let's get into this tee. I love, love, love this.
I am living for this. First and foremost, look at that beautiful circular logo right on the front in the center. I think it's incredibly on trend. It's loud, it's proud, it's bold. So not only do you have the team logo, you also have the word, the name of the team. One of the other things that I really love is the high-low hem. So you were saying that it's this really sleek, boxy fit that's going to be really perfect for all different body types. But the high-low hem is not only super on trend, it's also really great if you pair this with a pair of leggings and you're looking for something a little bit more modest in the back.
I love that too. Again, legging friendly. I also love the sleeves and the treatment on the sleeves, Tara.
Yeah, it's super duper sporty, right? It adds just an extra little sportive hitty sport at the top. And it's just fun. It's a ton of fun. We are going to show you a pant that can match with this, but I love, love, love this because not only is it athleisure wear you can wear when you're lounging at your home, hanging out, watching the games, but you pair it with a pair of jeans or a pair of leggings and you're out and about having the time of your life.
Yeah, no, this is a really fun piece. And like you said, if it's a Saturday morning and you're just kind of hanging around, bumming around the house, or if you're going to go out to a restaurant to watch a game, this is a perfect tee to have. You can wear it with shorts right now. You can put it on with your leggings. You can wear it with your jeans. I love this piece. And again, first time ever, hey, get it at home for $6.60. You have 5 months to pay it off. And if you don't love it, you can send it back in 30 days. Once again, our Raiders is the most popular. So, you know, for you guys, oh, and by the way, the Raiders in 4X is now sold out in our Gals tee. Hey, for you guys though too, you know, you still had to prepare, but was this a very interesting and kind of different time? And how did you approach getting everybody ready for this new, is it gonna happen, is it not gonna happen season?
Well, we were always knowing the season was going to happen in some way. I think exactly what you and I are doing right now, we just kind of adapt, right? So we did all of the auditions virtually and we began training virtually. And we began meeting in person, obviously physical distancing and wearing our masks a couple weeks ago in person.
Okay, wow,
So,
wow.
Yeah. Oh, look at the Bucs. There we are.
And I was going to say, how happy are you with your new quarterback and Gronk came along for the fun? What are you guys thinking this season?
I mean, I'm thinking we're making it all the way to the big game, but I don't know. I don't want to jinx us this early on. But that's a perfect shirt to stop on and again, check out that really great big bold logo. The sporty stripes at the top really stand out. This tee comes in navy, royal, red, hunter, ash gray, just depending on what your team colors are.
Right.
But the Bucs is a really great example because those gray stripes stand out against that red.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. And this is almost like a little twill, trim on the edge. And then once again, guys, I love the hem on the bottom. It's not one of those really tight-fitting hems, and it's a high-low design for the first time. This, guys, is brand new, and once again, totally exclusive. You cannot find this tee anywhere else except here at HSN, so you can't even go to your sports store anywhere in your hometown and find what we have today. Limited on the Raiders, though, guys. So again, Raider Nation, I love it. You're all out there. Do not miss out on this. Also, I want to talk about the pants real quick, Tara. We've got the Prodigy pants in small through 4X. The inseam's 29 inches. Can you give us a couple seconds on that?
Yeah, the color blocking down the side, again, with that really sporty look to it. You have that cuffed at the bottom, so you can wear it to your favorite athletic class, or you can lounge around in your house with it. It has this really incredible waistband with this really cool drawstring that is 2 tones. And you can see the logo on the upper left hip. and then the team name down the leg.
That is so cute. That's really turned out great. And it's so cute and it's still comfortable, even if you're lounging around the house or you are heading out and do some errands, you'll love it. All right, Miss Tara, I'm gonna say goodbye to you for the moment. Thanks, darling. It was so good to see you again.
Awesome to see you too.
All right, bye, baby. We'll talk a little bit later.
Thank you.
Okay, so I got to give you a quick update. It is now time to talk our throws behind me. All right, so let's get into it. Hey, I got to do a few more shout outs too. Jamie says, fly Eagles fly, on the road to victory. Colleen says, already started shopping. Denise says, Eagles, of course. Dusty loves the Seahawks. Dana says, go Steelers. Andre says, Raider Nation, Suzanne. All right, so keep your shout outs coming, if you will. If you go to my Facebook page on HSN, well, it's Suzanne Runyon on HSN. You can shout out to your favorite team, and between now and hopefully about 2 a.m. East Coast time, I will try to read them all. So thanks, guys, for having fun with us tonight. All right. Now, one of the most anticipated things that we do every single season are our incredible throws. And I know there are so many of you out there who every year, including my buddy Keith, they wait and wait and wait, and they grab their throw as soon as they can. We've got a beautiful design this year, and it's brand new. Now, what's important to understand when you see our throws, I'm only gonna be featuring 10 of the teams, okay? But I do have all 32 teams. I believe we have Washington as well, right? I'll have my producer double check that one. I think we got it, but again, Carl Banks said earlier, if you missed out, that the NFL has limited the amount of product that's going to be made with the Washington logo, because we all know it's a temporary logo. Okay, so guys, so far, the only thing you can get with that Washington logo is our today's special. So if you're one of those collectors, if you just love football, get that 2-pack in our today's special before it's gone. That will 24 hours from now be an instant, highly collectible item, and you're gonna make sure you get yours, because so far now, everything else, I do not have Washington available. But anyway, I've got 31 teams available then. We're starting off with Green Bay. Guys, let's just take a moment and look at this. I love this. It's like they've done almost splattered a whole lot of colors and then literally just kind of clawed and scraped its way across the design. It's beautiful. And if we go up a little bit tighter so you can see it, it's such a great work of art. It's unexpected, it's different, it's fabulous. It shows off your team, but in such a cool, like kind of really arty way. I love it, and we've never done anything like this before. Giant logo in the center. Now you are gonna have another hit down on the corner for every team, so that is the design. The other thing to note on this too, this is one of our finer micro Rochelles, and what it is, it's perfect because we do this one right now because it's early in the season, so it's not so hot, it's not so cold out. And what's great is, this is huge, it's 90 inches by 66 inches, and so you can fit a couple people under it, you can snuggle under it. If you're going to your high school football games, because hopefully they're having them, you can wrap up in it. But what I like is it folds up really nicely, even though it is a giant, giant throw. Okay, let me flip on over here. Of course, there's your Dallas Cowboys. Here's, of course, my fabulous Philadelphia Eagles. Moving on, there you go. Here is your New York. And then, of course, we have the Patriots. So love you, Patriots fans. Brand new quarterback. We're going to see how that goes, right? I'm fascinated by all the changes this season. Just really interesting. There's our Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Look how awesome that design is, right? It's just so bold. It's very, very unique. It's very unusual. We have never, ever done a throw anywhere close to how this looks. It's just really neat. Then, of course, by the way, there's the Seattle Seahawks. As I move on over there, you're gonna see New Orleans. Of course, Drew's back in action. He's just like, incredible as always. Here we are, Raiders, there you go, Raider Nation. Hello, there's your Raiders, which have now obviously moved to Las Vegas. They have a brand new Allegiant Stadium, and by the way, that stadium looks amazing. It's too bad it's gonna be empty for a little bit, but hopefully you guys will be able to fill that stadium up eventually. And there's our Bears. Now, as I mentioned, we have all the teams in stock. So what my fabulous crew is doing is they're actually putting the teams over on the side. So while I don't have every single design out here, other than Washington, we've got all the teams available. Something else I love about this too is if you're thinking gift giving, maybe someone's got a birthday coming up. You're like, I don't know what to get them. It doesn't matter if it's a guy or if it's a girl, it's unisex. Everybody loves a great throw to wrap up in, and you are getting the very best. We've had a really long-term fabulous relationship with Northwest, which are the official throw manufacturers of the NFL. They make these exclusively. All right, so stay wide. Can we go a little bit wider? Can you guys actually go out farther on that shot? Okay, so here I am. I have high heels on, sort of, kind of, and I am 5'6½". And look at this. This thing is giant. So if you have like a really tall guy in your family or a big guy in your family, he's gonna be able to snuggle up in it, and I promise you there's gonna be room left over. By the way, if you want Dallas, look at my Dallas people out there, that is the #1 best-selling right at this point. And as I said earlier, I love hosting these shows. I love doing the launch because I love having it all. The problem is if you get on down the line today and you're like, oh, you know, I got to work all day. And then, oh, yeah, darn it, I wanted to get my Dallas from Eagles throw, whatever. Chances are by the end of the day, when you come back and go online to look for it, they're going to be gone. We have now sold 300. I have 500 of you who are on .com or you're chatting with one of our operators, grabbing this while it's available. As I mentioned, this is my personal favorite weight that we do. The reason is it's thin enough to be able to fold it up and put it, say, in the car for a road trip, or to take to the stadium, or maybe the school, maybe when the kid's playing soccer and you want to wrap up because it's chilly on a Saturday morning. But it's big, and it still gives you a lot of warmth, but it's not super, super thick and heavy. And obviously, it's just excellent quality. But you'll notice, too, it is a thinner weight. We have a lot of people who put these and use them on their beds as a bedspread, because it looks great, right? Can you imagine this on a kid's bed or your bed? How fabulous will that look on top of the bed, again, without being too bulky. So I'm gonna go through the 10 teams we have, but please keep watching the side of your screen to see all the designs, because I think this is so cool and so fabulous. Most of the time we do a more traditional look in a throw. We will do, you know, a real strong logo or a helmet. We've done cityscapes in the back. This is so wildly different. Each one of these are individually designed, right? But it looks like someone has done almost like a modern painting to it, because it's these swatches of color, and you can see the swish and the movement of almost like a paintbrush, how they've designed it. And then when you get down to the very bottom, you get a really good, clear look at the actual logo there. So again, I'm gonna go through all the teams that we have on the set, but don't forget, we have all the teams available, except for Washington. I'm telling you guys, grab that today's special Washington 2-pack. You know what? If you're a football fan or a collector, I would get multiples of the Washington 2-pack that we have, simply because the NFL is not allowing us to do much in that. And so far, that's the only thing in my show that we actually have the logo from Washington this year. So we'll talk about that more coming up. I understand my other favorite football guy, Raheem, is joining me. Raheem, for so many years, even before I started here, has been a model, and he joins us for our big football games. And Raheem, welcome back. How are you?
Hey, Suzanne, what's going on? I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. The family good too?
Yes, family's good. You know, the kids, my mother is like, seen all the fan equipment set up at home. She's like, Daddy, are we going to be on TV? I said, well, maybe.
We're going to try. Eventually, we'll get you on at some point today. Raheem, you know, we always, as you know, after so many years, even longer than I have, you've been doing these shows with us. How popular are our throws, and why do you think they're so popular?
Well, I can tell you, Suzanne, you know, I've been, again, like you said, I've been at HSN since 2004 and on air as a guest since 2013. And Northwest is the official throw maker of HSN and the NFL. So I'm working closely with Northwest, and I can tell you these throws are unbelievable. And I have mine set up here right now, so I'm touching on it. But this is so plush. It's so soft. And let me tell you, Suzanne, this new design they have, I love it. For all the artists and the painters out there, it's got that beautiful, like, abstract kind of look to it. And then this is the hugest throw that we offer at HSN, 66 by 90.
It's giant.
So it's an unbelievable throw.
It's really, really, really big. I was saying, Raheem, earlier that, you know, we've done a lot of more traditional, all of our throws are always really unique, but none of them have ever looked like this one. So I was so tickled when I got to the set, because I'm like, yay, new throw, we all collect them. And then when I saw the design, I was like, okay, this is mind-blowing, because it's fresh and it's different. It really takes something kind of beyond just screaming football and really makes it sort of a centerpiece.
Absolutely. I mean, you see how huge the logo is on the throw. I mean, it literally engulfs the throw. I have I laid this out on the floor. My son, he thinks he's a big man. He thinks he's like a little Avenger running around the house. He said, "Daddy, this is bigger than me."
So, I bet.
The logo is bigger than my 3-year-old, okay? And I mean, and now my this is what's funny, Suzanne. I cannot wait to get back up next to you in the studio. I know right now it's tough because we can't, but let me tell you, when you talk about artistic, my mother-in-law, she's an artist, so she paints. When she's seen this actual throw, when she saw it, she said, wow. She was like, this looks like an abstract painting.
Yeah.
Like, it literally has the look of an artist's work.
Yeah.
So again, you're going to get your team's primary and secondary colors in the background. You see that going all through and across the throw
Raheem,
itself.
I hate to do this, buddy. I got 8 seconds, and I got to say goodbye to you for now. Thanks for joining me. More football coming up around the corner. Stay right there. The good.